What's your name, ma'am?
He's here for one of my clients, things up for last.
All right, well, who is that?
Nicholas Kratzer.
Let's do that.
If we could just take him, he's,
Let's do all your lasts. Ryan Featherstone, Nicholas Kratzer, Derek Ezel. Oh, boy, you haven't resolved anything.
I have three, please.
Okay.
Mr. Kratzer.
Nicholas Kratzer is charged with malicious destruction of personal property. Boy, I don't know if we have enough Thursday afternoons to set everything. But Mr. Kratzer, this matter has not been resolved. It's going to be set for a final pretrial. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Are you still at the Maple Street address in Three Rivers? You have a
He's in
different-
a AFC home, Your Honor.
All right.
And I met with his guardian this morning. We have a kind of a plan of attack to bring to the prosecutor before the next court date, so there's not a rush to get this set.
All right, Mr. Kratzer, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Robert Baird.
I may have clients in the hallway because there wasn't room. Robert Beard.
Good morning, sir. Are you Robert Baird?
Yes.
Mr. Baird, the allegation in your case is that on January 22nd, just recently, you assaulted someone named Grace Shaw in Park Township. You pled not guilty to that charge. You posted a bond. There's an order. You have no contact with that person, which I'm assuming you've complied with. Who's still at the Park Michigan
She is, Your
Avenue
Honor.
address?
The complaining witness is at the address.
What?
The complaining witness is there.
All right, and so you're somewhere else?
She's residing in Kalamazoo County.
All right. All right, we'll set a final pretrial. We're gonna have a bunch of busy Thursdays. Mr. Baird, continue to comply with the terms of your bond. You are free to go.
All right, thank you.
If I don't hear anything about this, that would be great. Brian Featherstone. You're Ryan Featherstone?
Yeah.
You're charged with trespass. We weren't able to resolve this.
No, Your Honor, Mr. Featherstone is of the belief he's already been convicted and served time on this. I checked with Ms. Campfield. It looks like he had a 2024 trespass. that
He
did
told
time
me
on.
that, and I tried to figure it
I
out,
don't
and it
see
doesn't
anything in our
appear that he
system, and
did.
neither did Ms. Campfield, so at this time it's unresolved.
He's got $770.40 worth of unpaid fines and costs. Mr. Featherstone, where are you staying?
I'm homeless.
But you still have your post office box?
No, I got a front address for mailing address.
All right, well, you've made every appearance. I've spent some time trying to figure this out, and I think you're incorrect. I don't think you've already served time for this.
With Joe Yoder, the whole scenario was all in one thing. He said, and then serve 6 months and I would get out of jail. You know what I mean?
All right, well, if you're correct, the case can be dismissed. I wasn't able to determine it, neither was the prosecutor. So we'll set a last pretrial. Maybe they just fold their tent rather than have a trial on a trespass where you already did 6 months, but I don't make the charge, the prosecutor does. Despite the fact that you're homeless, you do always show up for your court appearances. So stay in contact with your lawyer. We'll set a pretrial on a Thursday at 2 o'clock. And I want you to check in by your unpaid fines and costs. You're good to go. Derek Ezel. Good morning, sir. You Derek Ezel?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ezel, you're charged with 2 counts of domestic assault. As I indicated, we've got a lot of domestic assault cases today. Not that many drinking driving cases, but a lot of DV cases. In your case, the allegation is that you assaulted, I believe, your spouse, Cecilia Ezel, in the city of Sturgis on January 20th. There is a condition of no contact. I believe you're in compliance with that condition. Who's in the Washington Street address?
Her and her mom and dad.
All right, who is she to you?
Leave the Washington address.
Yeah, well, who is Cecilia to you?
I'm my wife.
All right, so where are you staying?
Right now I got nowhere
Where is she staying?
at the house.
All right. Well, so where are you staying?
I had no clue.
I mean, you just stand out in the cold all night, or I mean, where?
I said I stay in the garage. I don't like to talk to her later. Yeah.
All right, you're not to have any contact with her. I got a suspicion you're all still in the same house. If you wish to get arrested, that's a good way to do it. If you're out in the garage, I guess if you don't have contact with her. At any rate, we'll set a last pretrial on a Thursday. You stay in contact with your lawyer. You have made all your court appearances, but I don't want a bond violation. Okay, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Is Asia Ringler?
Xavier.
Xavier, they got
Yeah,
a
they-
misspell there.
Your Honor, he's set to be arraigned on a new DWLS on the 18th. I was hoping the court could address that today and appoint me to that file.
Have a seat, Mr. Ringler. I gotta get your other file. No, have a seat back there. Mr. Ringler apparently has another case, according to Jordan, that we missed. Xavier Ringler has an arraignment on January 18th, and we're gonna try to take care of that too. So would somebody find that? We didn't see it in our cheat sheet. All right. Miss Miles got a stolen car and she's got to get it back by a certain date. So, all right. This is gonna, everybody take a deep breath. As I said, this is a no lunch day. I don't know why I should give you such consideration over everybody else since you showed up 2 hours late. Now we're gonna make everybody else wait for you, but you did call. You have multiple charges. File 252365 alleges disorderly person disturbing the peace. That was in Sturgis. 252364 OT, no valid license plates from November 18th of 25. 252363 SM, no insurance under the insurance code, November 18th of 25 in Sturgis. 252366 littering in the city of Sturgis. On November 18th, that was a bad day. Unlawful use of an automobile plate or title, 252742, ordinance case, November 18th. Disturbing the peace, 252743 SM, November 18th. Stray dog at large, 252156. And unlicensed dog, 2157 from September 24th. Some new license issues, filed 25 civil infraction, bunch of numbers, and no proof of insurance, and a misdemeanor plate civil infractions from September 8th, and a trespass also from September 8th under Sturgis ordinance. So let's see what I discern here. Rhonda, maybe you can help me.
Yes, Your Honor, and I've got some waivers. There's two state files, and I've got waivers on both of those files. And then there's one misdemeanor City of Sturgis file with a tag-along civil infraction. So I could go over those.
Well, what's she gonna plead to?
She's going to, on the waivers, the case numbers are there. So on the state cases, she will be pleading to file number 25-2156 SM. It's a dog at large. She will be pleading to 25-2742 SM, unlawful or no plate issue from November 18th.
Okay,
And then she, on the city cases, she's going to be pleading to 25-2366 ON. It's a littering city ordinance. And then there's, it's a tag-along civil infraction on a different case. I didn't have her sign a separate waiver of arraignment because it's 25-102290OI. It's the tag-along ticket to 25-102290OT.
what is it?
It was a no registration, and then there was also a no proof insurance civil infraction, and she will be pleading to the no proof of insurance civil infraction on that ticket, with the registration piece being dismissed. And then every other file is dismissed.
All right.
And I've got the proper case numbers on the waivers of arraignment for you, Your Honor.
So disturbing the peace of November 18th is to be dismissed. That's 2365. No valid license plate is dismissed, 2364. No insurance, which is an expensive one, 2563 is dismissed. Littering is one of the cases we're going to be pleading to. Unlawful use of a registration plate in 2742 is a plea. Disturbing the peace, 2743 is dismissed. Stray dog at large, 2156 is a plea. The plate violation is dismissed. That's 2290 OT. It's related to the no proof of insurance, which she's going to be pleading to. And the trespass, 251835 is dismissed. And the other registration plate case, 2378 is dismissed, and the other registration plate, 494, is dismissed. So let's see what we got. We got a large dog who was a stray, unlawful use of plate, misdemeanor, and littering. Ms. Mo, you presently have $1,670 of unpaid fines and costs, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no proof of insurance charges. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 previous license plate charges. So you just keep hitting yourself in the head with a hammer because it feels so good when you stop. But you keep driving around with no insurance and no plate, then they keep pulling you over and then you get more tickets.
Haven't done yet.
All right, let's take the easy ones first. All right, did you hear me state the plea agreement?
Plea agreement that we placed on the record of what
Yeah.
the charges you're gonna be pleading to.
Yeah, sorry.
Other than that, did anyone promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
No,
25290Y. All right, according to this ticket, you got a ticket on September 8th, Nottawa at Magnolia. Driver had no insurance, but he didn't have any proof in the car. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
no. I did give him proof of insurance that day.
No, you didn't. The driver states no registration on vehicle, says she doesn't know if vehicle is insured, but she does not have any proof.
I had the insurance.
We're gonna go down this road. We're gonna argue about each case.
No, but
All right, so you allege you did have proof of insurance?
yeah, because you brought it back to me when they gave me my trespassing.
All right, you
ticket.
sit down. You're gonna wait. I'm not gonna argue about each one of these cases.
You don't have to argue about them, just. I'll
They
give it to
said
you.
you did not have any insurance and you had no proof of insurance. Didn't know if vehicle had insurance, but she said she does not have any proof. You might have this mixed up with a different case. This is September 8th. Magnolia and,
I admit responsibility.
all right, well, the car didn't have any insurance. Fine and costs is $150. That's what no insurance costs. All right, let's find out about the stray dog. We had some of those before. That is 2156 SM. All right, you got a ticket on September 24th. Did harbor a dog that was at large and bit someone, causing an injury. Also no license. That was on September 4th. Did you have a dog that day?
Yeah,
What kind of dog was it?
Crescent Canario,
Holy moly.
he's a baby.
How much does it weigh? 160 pounds?
About 120, 130.
And you let that dog run loose and bite
No.
somebody?
No, he was on a lead, but the kids put him on the lead for the Chihuahua.
So he broke his leash?
Yeah.
don't have a prosecutor here to help me with this. That's scary stuff. And the dog also had no license.
I'm unsure.
That's gonna get dismissed. All right, set that one aside for a minute. Unlawful use of a registration plate. File 252742. 2742. It's not in here. I'll have to find it separately. Let's talk about the littering case. 252366. Let me see if I can find that one. That case, it's alleged that you did throw some clothing in a pile in the middle of West Street. What was that about?
I was locked out of my house for 2 days. And when I went to the police to talk to them about it, I went back home, started falling asleep in my car in the backyard. I noticed the other person involved was getting the wagon, so I put the car in the road in front of my house and I looked over and seen that she was taking my stuff, so I went up and I grabbed it and I started sorting through it and I grabbed my dad's clothing out of it, and that's what was on the ground was my dad's clothes, so I could give her back her clothes.
That ain't the crime of the century, but it's a civil infraction that carries a $100 fine. This registration plate 12742. I don't see it in my queue. Let me find it the old-fashioned way. It is in the system, it just wasn't in the queue. That's count 2 of that case. They were driving a Chevy Malibu on November 18th without a valid plate on it.
Yes,
All right. Finding costs on that is low as I can make it, $125. All right. You already owe $1 zillion in unpaid fines and costs. I'm gonna set this dog bite case out for sentence. It's a misdemeanor. And I want police report, victim input, restitution amount. And I want to see if you pay on any of this other stuff. I'm gonna put you in jail for about 11,000 days unless you start to pay on all your fines and costs. So Miss Ives is going to be gone for a little while. There's no urgency to this. She'll be back by May or June. Well, there could be some urgency to this depending on what's going to happen. So maybe we better. How are you in March, Rhonda?
I should be available just depending on.
Have you got days that you're set to be here?
There are quite a few days that I'm here. I
about
will be
March?
here, on the, the morning of the 10th. I can't be here, but I'm here on the, what day of the, is there a particular day you would like to try
Well,
to?
looking at March 23rd,
What time, Your Honor?
10:30.
Boy, well, I have a sentencing in Branch County at 10
Well, that
a.m.
won't work.
That
March,
could be your first thing in the morning.
well, we got stuff, you can find out, we got stuff blocked out at certain times. I was looking to see whether you had any sentences that were set. How about March 16th at 10:30?
I can make that happen.
All right. All right, I apologize, ladies. This is very confusing. There's 10 files, 6 are dismissed, 4 are pleas, shows money in 3 of them, and I set 1 for sentencing. But I'm gonna send you out to the counter regarding a payment plan on all this stuff. And the ladies are gonna give you a notice regarding the March 16th sentencing date. All right, I'll have the bailiff take you out there. They're probably gonna have some questions about this.
Welcome back to our video. In today's courtroom session, the judge works through a packed docket involving several defendants facing different charges ranging from property destruction and assault allegations to trespassing and domestic violence cases. As the hearing moves from one defendant to another, the judge carefully reviews each situation, confirming addresses, bond conditions, and upcoming pretrial schedules. One defendant faces an assault allegation with strict no-contact conditions already in place, while another defendant dealing with a trespass charge argues that he may have already served time for the same incident. The court notes his difficult circumstances, including homelessness, but also acknowledges that he consistently appears for his court dates, which should be an important factor when judges evaluate compliance. Another case brings domestic assault charges, where the judge stresses the seriousness of violating a no-contact order and warns the defendant that any violation could quickly lead to arrest. However, the most complex part of the hearing involves a defendant with numerous traffic violations, unpaid fines, and multiple municipal charges, including driving without insurance, license plate violations, littering, and a stray dog incident that allegedly resulted in someone being bitten. As the judge reviews the long list of cases, several charges are dismissed as part of a plea agreement, while others result in fines and costs. The judge makes it clear that repeatedly ignoring vehicle registration and insurance laws only create a cycle of new tickets and growing financial penalties. Because of the seriousness of the dog bite allegation, the court schedules a separate sentencing hearing, requesting police reports, victim input, and possible restitution before making a final decision. By the end of the hearing, the judge sets payment plans for outstanding fines and schedules a future court date to determine the outcome of the remaining misdemeanor charge. If you found this case as intense as we did, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful courtroom breakdowns.